Hey everyone, this is Sevix. Today we're going to be upgrading the farm. We're going to be adding the second layer and putting in dispensers instead of pistons. The dispensers will allow you to free up these two squares because you won't need these blocks holding in the water anymore, because the water will be in buckets inside the dispensers, and we will be putting in a button. So now you just have to push a button to harvest your crops when you're ready, and we won't have a timer hooked up, so you'll have to push the button again to stop the water flow. Timer is something you can add eventually. I'll probably add one myself, and when we do that, we'll add another layer to the farm, and we will be putting in the timer, so I'll show you how to do that. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get started by removing these corners and putting in the pistons. And to do that, if you have access to it, it'd be easiest just to put a block in and take the block out. Otherwise, if you have a bucket, you can just pick up the water because you're going to be putting the buckets in the dispensers anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and keep doing that real quick and put the dispensers in, and then we will jump to adding the second layer. Alright, here we are putting in the last dispenser. And now we can knock out our corners, put in our dirt, till it. We're going to go ahead and add our seeds. Go ahead and grow them. Alright, there we go. And we can open up this dispenser here, put a bucket of water in, and do that for each corner now. Alright, so I've got the water buckets put in all 4 dispensers. I went ahead and switched out the lever for a button, put a dark piece of wood in so you could see it. I actually didn't rewire this yet. I have the red alloy wire that I'm going to rewire this one with now. But I left these torches here so you can still see that even without rewiring how I did it before, it still works. Here, we'll go ahead and click our button. Everything works. Water's flowing. Harvest everything down the middle. And we push our button again to pick up our water. And that's how it harvests. Everything's clean, everything's good. Everything's coming out now. We can pick up our stuff and replant. But now we're going to go ahead and add the second layer. And I'm going to still use stone brick. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put up our next layer. And then after you put in your next layer, we're going to put another ring around the top, and this is going to be the farm layer. Alright, with the farm layer put in, it's time to put our corners in, just like the floor below. This is where your water will come in from, and you don't want to have anything growing here because I don't know if it'll interrupt the water flow. I haven't tried it yet. But I'm pretty sure anything growing there when you push the piston will either be destroyed right away and you won't get anything for it, or the piston, or I should say the dispensers, will not put the water out. So I guess we'll test it at the end of this and see what happens, but for now we're going to go with this. Alright, here we are. And now we're going to put in our water, which is going to hydrate all of our crops. And in order to do that, we're going to have to come down into the floor below. Don't fall all the way in. And we're going to put in 4 blocks here to hold the water. Now you don't need 4 blocks, but we're also going to use these 4 blocks as lighting as well. You really only need 1 to hold the water up with a sign. But now you can put torches on each one of these, or you can even replace these with glowstone, because the sign will stick to glowstone either way. If you use torches, even if you have a torch on the side of each one of these, it's still not light enough to make these crops grow. So you will have to add torches in the corner as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lighting in real quick. Alright, with my lighting in, it's time to add the dispensers for the next layer. And just like before, they're going to be in the exact same corners on the same sides, so it'll be easier to wire, just like that. And now we're going to take our stone bricks and we're going to put up the layers around this one. Alright, so I have everything put in. I've got the buckets, I've got the first floor lit up, I've got our ladders and doors. Now it's time to wire it. So now I'm going to take my red alloy wire, because I am upgrading to red alloy wire this time. I already did the Minecraft friendly wiring the first time for people who don't use mods. This wiring works good. In order to get it to go up multiple floors, you'll have to do the torches just like this, only you'll have to run them along the back side of the pistons or dispensers if you've already upgraded to dispensers. This stacking torch, I don't know if you can put a torch on the back of a dispenser. I guess you can. I don't know if it'll allow you to put a redstone, and I don't know what a redstone torch would do attached to the back of a dispenser, but you'll just have to rewire it. Wiring is always preferable, so I'll let you do that. I'm gonna skip to day here real quick. Alright, now that it's daytime again, we're gonna go ahead and change out our wires. I'm gonna run it along the back of the dispensers here, and with this block here I can hold shift, and I'm actually just going to attach it straight to the dispenser. We're gonna break this off, run it along the bottom, click, it went off. Okay, that's great. And I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that for each side. Alrighty, with everything in place, all that's left to do is plant and light the second floor. We just have to light the second floor. Go ahead and till in all the soil and put the seeds. And I'm going to go ahead and use bone meal to grow them real quick, and we're going to do a test harvest to see what we get just for adding an entire second floor, which is just right on top of our first. It saves lots of space and gets you a lot of wheat. I like it. It's all one center collection, so as you build more floors up, it will all collect into one spot, so you don't need multiple collection spots either. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this real quick, and we will do our first harvest. Alright, with all our wiring put in, all that's left to do is light the second floor. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting in the rest of the seeds as I till the rest of the soil. And then we will go ahead and do our second test harvest of our upgraded farm. Alright, so here we are, ready to harvest. Gonna push our button. To click, the water starts flowing. The wheat from the second floor is falling through, which is good. Nothing's getting caught. Wait a few seconds, make sure everything's falling out at the top. Yep, that should do it. Push our button again. All the water gets picked up. And now we're going to jump down and check what we got. I do believe that's everything. Alright. There we go. We got 2 stacks and 24 wheat. And we got 3 stacks. Oh, let me get this right. 3 stacks and 54 extra seeds. Almost 4 stacks. That's not bad. So there you go. That is the entire wheat farm. Or regular just farm, whatever you want to grow in it. Set up, how to add the second floor, the wiring. I can actually make it Minecraft redstone wiring. If someone asks for it in the comments, I will go ahead and switch it the next time we come in here, so you know how to wire it all the way up, because I'll probably be adding a 3rd floor the next time we work on this. And real quick, just for those of you who would like to know, because I would like to know, I made this little corner test. Got the dispenser with the water bucket in it, and we're going to see if we get 3 wheat out of this or not. So we're going to push our button. I only saw 2 wheat. Yeah. I had 624, so I only got 2 out of that. Let's do another quick retest. Okay, for our retest, my inventory is cleared again. And we're going to push the button this time. I only saw 2 again. And 4 seeds. Yep, 2 and 4 again. So that confirms it. When you push the button and it dispenses the water into the square, it destroys whatever's there and replaces it with the water, and then harvests everything around it as it starts to spread. So there you go. Now you know, don't plant anything in your corners or you'll just be losing your seeds. Especially if it's something like corn. Corn takes forever to grow, so it's kind of hard to replenish the seeds on corn if you have Feed the Beast mods installed. I can't remember which mod adds the corn, but don't plant anything in your corners unless you want to lose it when you harvest it. with that said, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I'll let you go back through the video if you need to go into details on anything that you might have missed. And I will see you next time. Good luck and have fun.